Hello my darlings, and welcome back to my channel and to another video. As you can see, there is a slight change of entourage behind me, and I just really wanted to mix it up, especially that I have been recording the same way, actually on that couch behind me with a completely blank background for so long now. And I think it's boring, isn't it? Please let me know in the comments below if you like that kind of background or maybe something completely plain, because I would love to know. And today, guys, I'm gonna do a completely nonsense of a video. It's unnecessary to film this. I feel like it's stupid, it's not important, and I don't think it's gonna help anyone in any way, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? I've been wrong many times before, so yeah, let's see. Basically, what I wanted to share with you is that there are some products in my life that I get very anxious about when I am going through them quickly, or when I'm almost running out. I feel like I always have to have backups of them, sometimes more than one. And it's the same thing with perfumes for me. There are certain fragrances that I am really anxious about running out of. And these are the ones that I'm currently, I feel like, the most anxious about. Back in the day, it was surely Mugler Angel. It was surely Olympia by Paco Rabanne and Olympia Intense. I would have like 3 backups at one time. Of course, Baccarat Rouge, I do get that anxiety about Baccarat as well. But since it's so expensive, you know, I'm a little bit more okay with it since I'm running out. Especially that there's so many great dupes out there of it. So I'm not that crazy about Baccarat anymore. But these ones is bad. It's bad. So let me go through it. But before we do, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And of course, follow me on Instagram. Guys, these days on Instagram, I am quite active when it comes to what is happening in Ukraine. So if you need some help, if you just want to chat, if you want some link to donate, if you want any phone number that might get you some help in regards to the subject, I post everything on Instagram. So I'm not gonna do it here because I feel like it's too repetitive. This channel is more like a TV show, right? So we're doing entertainment here. We're not a news channel, but Instagram is more of a private thing where I connect with you guys. So I think it's way more appropriate to do it there. Also, I only speak on subjects that I feel right. That is right to speak about when it comes to me. So yes, guys, I really hope you enjoy it. Again, especially if you are from Ukraine, if you guys need something. I am currently in Poland. I am in contact with many of you, which is great, and I'm very, very happy that in some cases I am actually able to physically help, which really just warmed my heart, and I feel so good about it. You have no idea. You know, I kind of feel like basically my life means something, you know. When you can help people, you bring meaning to your life. So yeah, it's amazing, and because we have social media, it's very easy to connect. So I really highly recommend you guys to check out my Instagram if you are interested in the subject. And yeah, I don't want to ramble too much about everything and anything, so let me just get into the perfumes. So the first one, Goldfield and Banks Silky Woods. First of all, this bottle looks really bad now, because if you guys don't know already, I've been saying that many times on this channel. I suffer from OCD when it comes to cleaning things and disinfecting things. It's really bad. I'm struggling with it every day, and This is what happened with my bottle. I basically ruined it because of my crazy mindset. So yeah, it looks very bad. And I've been using Silky Woods so much because this is basically a woody vanilla with agar wood, and it matches so many of my other perfumes. So this is so good to mix other fragrances with. So this is literally like my base for anything, especially when I'm going out, meeting friends, you know. I always want to have some Silky Woods on me. So I'm very, very anxious about this. And the fact that I'm slowly running out of it. It's 100 ml, but it feels like it's 30 by now, you know. So this is something that I definitely do need backups of. I'm definitely planning on stocking up. This is how much I love it. Absolutely amazing, long lasting, projecting, lasts on clothes on for days. Super good. So yeah, Silky Woods is definitely a fragrance that makes me anxious. That's how I should say it, right? Because we're using proper English around here. Next one. It's a cheapie. I'm not gonna lie, it's a cheapie, but still I love it so much that, you know, it makes me nervous. It literally makes me nervous. And that is Haramain Junoon Noir. And this basically smells like Dama Bianca from Xerjoff. This is a beautiful vanilla with some kumquat, a little bit floral, a little bit clean, a little bit powdery. It's basically like everything in one. Very, very beautiful, long-lasting fragrance. And this mixes so well with Silky Woods. It's insane. And yeah, this really makes me anxious. Very, very anxious. I don't want to run out of it. So I will be definitely getting more bottles, especially that my mother is eyeing this from my collection. I know at one point I'm gonna look for it and it's gonna be nowhere to be found. So I need more bottles. I do. So that is the one that really makes me anxious. Next one makes me super anxious, and that is mainly because it's nowhere to be found online. It's discontinued, very hard to get, at least here in Europe. They are releasing a new one every single year, and that was last year release, if I'm not mistaken, and that is Mugler Angel Iced Star. And I didn't know how amazing it was until I got a sample from my friend. And when I smelled it, I almost wanted to cry because I saw it in the summertime online with such a good price tag many times, and I just never got around it. I didn't purchase it for some reason, and when I smelled it from the sample, I literally almost wanted to cry of like how massively I screwed up. I just screwed up with this fragrance, I'm not gonna lie. I actually purchased it from someone, so it was a resale kind of thing. But it was a full bottle with the box, so I'm okay with it. But let's be honest, it's 100 ml. No, it's a 50 ml. And guys, I shower myself with fragrances, so I know I'm gonna need more. And it's so hard to find. So I'm very, very scared that I'm gonna just run out of it, and it makes me feel so sad. Actually, let me spray it because it's such a beautiful, fresh pineapple, like a little bit praline kind of scent, but it's fresh. It's sweet but fresh. Beautiful, just beautiful. Of course, there's a lot of coconut in here as well. Such a great fragrance, such a great one. I love it so, so much. And now it's gonna be almost impossible to get stocked up because, you know, if I get a bottle, I'll surely get one, maybe two, and that would be it because it's so hard to get. Okay, next one. I actually have a couple of Montales, but these are the ones that I am really addicted to, and every time I spray them, I feel anxious. So the first one is Arabians Tonka, and this is so glorious, just beautiful. Another one that I love mixing with other fragrances when I go out. This is a sugary sweet agarwood vanilla fragrance with rose and saffron, so it has that Baccarat Rouge effect, you know, but it's absolutely gorgeous on its own, super long lasting, super projecting, massive compliment getter. I know it's not for everybody. I wouldn't say it's a safe blind buy unless you really love A, Middle Eastern fragrances, B, Baccarat Rouge DNA. Then maybe it will be a safe blind buy. Otherwise, I would test it first. But this one just makes me very anxious, especially that it's not so easy to find online. You know, I feel like there are waves of it. When I'm just gonna take out that dingly ding because it's so annoying. I feel like there are waves of it online and it comes and goes. So keep an eye on it. Of course, I will link everything below, but yes, this one makes me anxious. I know I used way too much of it. I know, guys, it's a little bit ridiculous saying that I'm anxious because of I'm running out of a fragrance, having so many that I have. But you know, when you love fragrances so much and you have your particular favorites that you use a lot of, then nothing else matters. Tell me in the comments below if you feel the same way. No matter how many fragrances you have, if you are running out of your favorite one, you need a backup of it. This is beautiful. This is my signature scent, but I would say like not an everyday signature scent. This is a signature scent like when I go out. You know what I mean? Every time when I go out, I would probably wear this, mix it with Silky Woods from Goldfield, or just this alone, or mixed with another fragrance that I'm gonna get to in a second. But yes, this one is my staple. Love it. And speaking of the one that I mix it with, it is the one that really makes me anxious, and that is Atomic Rose by Initio. Of course, it makes me very anxious because it's very expensive. So I know I will have to, you know, push myself a little to get it again. You know, one pair of shoes less, maybe even 2 pairs of shoes less. So, you know, I have to think about that purchase. Kidding. Not really. So this is so good. This is kind of like the Lina in terms of that rose, very, very similar one. There's also vanilla to it, amber, helione, absolutely gorgeous DNA. This one is dark, it's sexy. Again, it meshes so well with Arabians Tonka. This is actually a combo that I wore for the New Year's this year, last year. Yeah, last year, let's say last year, 3 months ago. So that was my New Year's combo, but I also love mixing these two. So good. So basically everything that is like my ultimate mixing pair, I get anxious about because I use so much of them. And this one I use so much of. Very, very sad. So I will surely have to get a backup of this because this is something that I know I will use forever. All of these I know I want to use forever. You know, the only exception might be Iced Star, because once I run out, it will be very, very hard to get. But other than that, these are like my all-time forever fragrances. Whew. Next one, guys. This one, I'm not sure if it's a limited edition or not, because it is still on the website. But this is one of the most beautiful roses ever. This is Jo Malone Rose and White Musk Absolu. Again, I use this one a ton. I didn't use that much of it, but I still kinda did use some. And it makes me a little bit scared. Also, it had quite a hefty price tag on it, so that's also a slight bummer. But yeah, it's just beautiful, guys. If you love rose, but like more of a Middle Eastern rose, this one is fresh but Middle Eastern, like, you know, it has that Princess Jasmine DNA to it. If you love that, you're gonna love that. So yeah, this one makes me very anxious. Next, I have the one that really makes me anxious. Fortunately, I see it's still in stock, so I will probably get 100 ml of it and keep it for a rainy day. This is Kayali Invite Only Amber 23. Love this one. I know there are not too many fans of it. Like, for example, my boyfriend doesn't love it. Most of my friends don't love it, but I personally am obsessed. Obsessed. This is cherry, tobacco, honey, chocolate, oud. So many great notes that make my mouth water, but most of all, it is a amber scent, totally unisex, lots of woods in here. I adore this. This to me smells like a gorgeous whiskey drink, like a whiskey drink with something sweet, with like a syrupy cherries inside, you know? That's how it smells to me. So I love just showering myself in it, and I'm like here, and I only had it for like a couple of months. So yeah, need to think about my behavior, but I am surely getting a backup. So that is that. Next we have from Navitus, and this is, if I could only choose one Navitus for now, because something's cooking, but for now, if I could choose one Navitus fragrance, it would be the Embrace. This is such a heavenly smell, something that I've been looking for my whole life. It's gourmand heaven. If you love Italica from Xerjoff, but it's a little bit too annoying for you, I didn't personally love that fragrance. This is its better, more refined, gorgeous version. I love the Embrace. It's nutty heaven, just a nutty heaven. Sweet, sophisticated, cocooning, long-lasting, like all Navitus fragrances. So yes, check it out, guys. I definitely will be getting backups of it because it's scary how fast I'm going for it. I mean, I stop myself every time. All right, guys, the next one kills me every time I use it. And every time I use it, I, again, as usual, shower myself. First of all, super expensive shipping, super expensive customs, just ridiculous. They're only available in the Middle East. I just want to gag when I think of it, but I love it. I love it so much that I will be surely getting more. And that is Laya by Naima. Amazing fragrance, amazing. Just to die for. This is a woody, powdery vanilla, and literally there are powdery notes, vanilla and woods. Absolutely amazing, guys. This is, I would say, maybe slightly within the fragrance range as Junoon Noir, but that one is way like airier, slightly fruity, right? And this one is like potent. I love this one. So feminine. I really wouldn't see a man wearing this, to be honest. To me, it's very feminine, even though it's very woody and dry. It's a dry fragrance, but it's also warm. Amazing, just amazing. I love this vanilla. The bottle is pretty, but I already trashed it. I need more. There are also some other fragrances from the brand that I really want to get, so I will probably be placing an order quite soon, so we'll see. But Laya is to die for. Another one that's not as expensive, you know, shipping wise, it's a little bit more available, but still not that available, if you know what I mean. You kind of have to look for it online. It is Brecourt Farah, and I've only seen it on one or two websites. One website was Polish, and the other website was Montal Paris, you know, the Jovois actual online store. But Brecourt Farah is a fragrance if you adore amber scents, if you love Ambre, the Alexandrie from Boucheron, if you love Aux Gens by Parfums de Marly, If you love, even if you love Killian's Angels Schar, this is, I think, my favorite version of all those ambers. I think this one is my number one of all of them. So beautiful. It does have that apple pie feeling to it, but not as much. This is, to me, a little bit more sophisticated. This is just, it has dates to it as well. It's very, very refined and very long lasting, beautiful projection. I love the bottle. This is that kind of bottle that will not get ugly so soon, you know, because it's nice and shiny glass, so it doesn't get scratched easily. So I really like it because, you know, I travel with my fragrances often. But back to the fragrance, this really gets me anxious because I love it so much. And again, you know, I haven't seen it too much online. So that's the only bummer, but of course I will link it for you guys. But if you are based in France, of course, Brecourt Paris has their own online store, and I'm sure you can get it, you know, in store as you walk into the store, not online. So yeah, Farah is absolutely fantastic. Again, I need to get so much more from the brand. Love them. Another one, a friend of mine who is subscribed to my channel recently told me that this is actually getting discontinued. So I'm so bummed. This is the original Narciso Rodriguez, the white cube, and to me this is the best one out of them all. I don't know why they would think even to discontinue it. This one is the best one. It's gorgeous. It is clean, unisex, very musky, woody, like gloriously not floral. Because to me, when Narciso puts too much florals into their musks, I'm not a fan. I don't like pure musk. To me, it smells like my mom 10 years ago. Not in a bad way, but you know, my mom used to use such scents many, many years ago when I was little, and I'm not that into it. This one is amazing. This one is so, so, so amazing. Love it. It has gardenia to it, but to me it has more of that cotton, fresh laundry smell. Beautiful fragrance and the most long-lasting Narciso that I have owned. Fantastic one. So this one makes me extremely anxious. I'm trying to see how much I still have, but with those cubes it's quite impossible, unfortunately. But yeah, this one gets me super anxious because now that I heard it's getting discontinued, you know what I have to do. I have to stock up. So that is that. Next one that I am afraid it will get discontinued eventually. Fortunately, it is quite inexpensive, so we can all get backups of it if we like it, and I hope you do. This one is Dolce Garden from D&G, and this one is sincerely the only garden fragrance from the garden collection that I am obsessed with. Actually, let me top up my fragrance of the video. Why not? This is to me dense coconut milk and frangipani scent. Just amazing. Just amazing. Really one of the best Dolce Gabbana releases. And as you can see, I am very, very like on its last legs with it. This is so amazing, but I will be getting backups, so I will feel more safe. But when it comes to coconut, this is definitely one of my absolute favorites, and you know, it's inexpensive, so you can shower yourself and you're happy, right? All right, next one is expensive. It is expensive, and that's mainly why I am getting anxious, because you don't really need much of it to smell amazing all day, all night. And I think I'm even more anxious about this one than the other fragrance from the brand, which I love. I'm talking about Oud Satin Wood from MFK, and I am more anxious about getting this one completely used up rather than Baccarat Rouge, because with Baccarat, again, we have so many great dupes. So, you know, even if I am not able for some reason to get Baccarat straight away, because let's be honest, it's very expensive, I will be completely fine with other dupes of it, you know, from Orientica, from Haramain, from Zara, whatever it might be, there are dupes. With Oud Satin Wood, not really. There is nothing that people compare to this one and say it's a dupe that really is a dupe. Really nothing. This one is just magic in its own bottle, and it is undupable in my opinion. Truly undupable. Even when it comes to my favorite, like, so to speak, dupe brand, inspiration brand, Julianna, they dupe most things exquisitely. Sometimes they even make the fragrance smell better than the original. But with this one, it was, to me, impossible. It didn't take the cake for me, and that doesn't happen often with Julianna. So yes, guys, no, this is undupable for me. So this is something that I have to cherish so much. But I will be getting another one, or maybe I will be getting the extrait just so I have some variety. You know, let me know if you like the extrait as well, if it's worth getting, because this one is my love, absolute love, but maybe I need a little bit fresh air in that department. But it makes me anxious for sure. And last but not least, my darlings, because I feel like I've been talking for hours. Of course, I have more fragrances that make me anxious, but this one really makes me anxious. And that is Montal Paris, another Montale, Rose Elixir. And this one is a beautiful spot-on dupe of Miss Dior Cherie. Very strawberry of a fragrance, like strawberry cassis patchouli. Just amazing, beautiful fragrance. But this one is ultra long lasting, so I highly recommend getting it. Yeah, it really makes me anxious, especially that it spilled in one of my suitcases when I was traveling. So, you know, I don't really have much of it left, so I'll be definitely getting another bottle of it because it's very sad. I don't want to be out of it, because when I am in the mood for such fragrance, I would wear it for 2 weeks straight, non-stop. So I need to stock up, because when that time comes, this will not be enough. So yes, that is Rose Elixir. If you don't have it yet, you have to. You just have to have it, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this absolutely useless, hopeless of a video. It doesn't really happen that often on my channel to make absolutely useless videos, because I rather be somewhat educational for you, at least tell you something interesting about fragrances I talk about, you know what I mean? This one was completely pointless. I don't know why I did it. I just wanted to share. I literally just wanted to share because, guys, if you don't know already, I do suffer from actual anxiety. And this is a subject that I would really like to start talking about more on this channel. Because we are growing such a nice community with such lovely people. I think it will be very nice for all of us if we could talk about some more serious subjects in here as well. Because after all, it is a lifestyle channel, and life issues are part of lifestyle, aren't they? Like, not everything is rainbows and sunshine like people show on Instagram, right? So let me know if you maybe would like to talk about such stuff more. I would be very open to share my story and let you share your stories. Yeah, that would be lovely. So something different than just fragrances. I love you guys, and again, follow me on Insta if you need anything in particular. You can always DM me. And with that being said, Bye!